All right, let's take a look at what's on the thumb drive. I actually don't even know. I'm trying to remember. We'll boot this system up and see what we have. Unless it decides to go straight to Zorin again. Sure does. I want my computer to stop doing that. Like, I just want it to go to the thumb drive. I guess one way I could probably do this is I'll unplug right here. I'll unplug my hard drive. It's unplugged. The only boot device on here is going to be my thumb drive. Because I'm not going to install it, so. You can see my drive over there. But anyway. Okay, so this is just Linux Mint. XFCE. Let's just go ahead and run it. We've already got the thing on here. Yeah, so people were arguing about why Mint is better than Ubuntu. These are people who are arguing why neither one of them are really any good, or it shouldn't be used by new users or old users or whatever. I don't know. So I think that the argument is it's just like got all these problems, but like some other guy was talking about, I don't know his channel, I just came across it in my feed, but this is the only people that are complaining about it are not new users. So people that maybe don't want to pay for Microsoft, or they don't want to deal with Microsoft, they try out like Linux Mint, they try out Ubuntu, and they don't have any problem. It's the people that have been using Linux for a long time are the ones that are complaining. I think that's actually generally true. It's like, then don't use it. Use something else. So this is Mint with the XFCE desktop, I think. It's just on live. XFCE looks different on different distros, I found. I like actually the other more simple desktops like IceWM. But with XFCE, it's a lightweight desktop. It's going to kind of mimic Windows. You don't have, like some of the other ones, you're on this side and it pops up on that side. So at least with this one, you scroll over here and you actually don't have to click on it. Like some of them you do, and it won't, like until you click on it, it won't actually show anything. And this one here, you can completely go just like Windows, you know. And I guess it's more like a Windows XP, Windows 7 type of feel. But this has pretty much everything a person could possibly need who just wants to use their computer to do basic everyday tasks. And then if you want to get more complicated, you can go to the terminal and learn how to use that. But I mean, like for people that just use their computer to watch videos, or maybe, I don't know, just gaming even, you know. Like you can install Steam on here. You can install emulators on here. So, I don't know, I mean, Mint and Ubuntu are like two of the ones that I recommend to people that are new. And are like intimidated by, you know, some of the stuff they've seen. So when you go to the main menu here, we'll close it out, you just click it right here just like you normally would. And you've got system settings, so backup tool, boot repair, disk usage analyzer, driver manager if you have any issues, gparted, which is a disk partitioning thing, Install, login window, printers, software manager, so you can look for software. I think if you click on that, I'll show you. It'll pull up this. The software manager is like your download center. I guess like the Microsoft Store or whatever. Now, Microsoft never used to have that. That's like all kind of something new. Now, it's almost 5 o'clock, and I'm running on a USB stick, and the internet is definitely lagging, and my other computer is streaming live, so this could take a while. But once you install the system, it's not going to run like this. But what I'm saying is that you could go and download this thing, put it on a USB stick, and just run it from here. And you don't have to commit to it. And you don't have to know how to use a virtual desktop or anything. You just run it off the live deal. Just to check it out and see. Like, this is just the software manager of like the featured stuff. So you can go into categories, accessories, internet, sound and video, system tools, office, fonts, games, programming, Flatpak, all apps, science and education, graphics. Let's just go to science and education and just see what shows up. You got Stellarium, which is really cool. Stellarium is something I use on my phone, and I go in the backyard and I hold my phone up, and it shows me what real time, like where everything is, what I'm looking at, what star is what. I don't know how it would act on a computer, but I guess you'd be just looking at north and south, and it would like give you an idea of where everything is. This is really, really cool stuff. Calculators. I don't know what half this stuff is. Bible time. Planets. Mercator, a map editor for OpenStreetMaps. Ah, cool. There's just a lot of stuff. You could sit here for days just looking at what's available. It's nuts. Now, a lot of them you're not going to probably want to use. What's electrical CAD system? Oh, so if Jim's watching, you might like this. Only 194 megabytes to download, 389 megabytes of space. Electrical CAD system is a sophisticated electrical CAD system that can handle many forms of circuit design, including custom IC layout, ASICS, schematic drawing, hardware description language specification, and electromechanical hybrid layout. Interesting. It's called Electric. Here's another one too, G-Logic. Graphical Logical Circuit Simulator. That's super cool. These are just some of the things that have caught my attention. But this is just in the science area. And now another thing too is there is some programs on Linux now that can run AI on your computer, like your own kind of AI. I don't know exactly. So right at the top, these featured ones are VirtualBox, Google Earth, Audacity, GIMP, which is like Photoshop, Inkscape. I don't know too much about that one. Dropbox, Calibri. There's just all like tons and tons and tons of stuff. Painting programs. I mean, like it's nuts what they have on here. But I want to see what it says for just AI. There are some AI programs on here. that you can use your computer to generate AI images. Let's see, AI image creator. I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Anyway, I don't know what they're called. You can look it up on Google, but Linux Mint is super simple. You get all the information right on the desktop. You can change the background if you don't like it. You can arrange the icons. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to do it when you're not like installed, but desktop settings, you get the backgrounds. Let me wait for it to populate. There's a lot of stuff. Let me move this over. I mean, you can make it look and feel quite different just by changing the picture. I like this one. This one's pretty neat. It reminds me of like computer parts or kind of like Tron or something. That's pretty neat too. So you can just change a ton about this. I mean, you can see all these other ones on here. I'm not going to sit here and go through all of them. I usually use this one. I don't know. I guess because it kind of looks like what I'm used to. I'd probably go with this one. Anyway, it doesn't have to look like Linux Mint. You know what I mean? You can make it look like whatever you want. You can put your own custom picture on there. You can do whatever you want. You can use a different desktop manager. You know, there's like, I mean, a lot of people don't know this when they're new, but like, there's KDE, there's GNOME, there's XFCE. They all three act differently. KDE and GNOME are like probably the fattest of them, like meaning that they have lots of rich resources and looks, but they slow down the computer on some computers. Whereas XFCE or LQXT or whatever, some of those other weird ones that sound like some acronym for whatever, but the other ones, there's Cinnamon, there's Mate, there's Budgie, there's just all these different ones, and they all have a different look and feel, and they might have different apps and things like that that are available to them. So the desktop environment is kind of like your graphical user interface that runs the main system. And you can also run this without anything, just like straight up off a command line, you know, but nobody's going to want to do that. So Mint or Ubuntu are really, really good ones to just try out. If you're a Windows user and you're just really not sure, download it and put it on a USB stick. If you can figure out how to install the operating system on a USB stick like this, and successfully get into the computer and change the boot order, you're going to be doing just fine. You'll be okay. Once you if you could figure that part out, the rest of it's really kind of just a little bit maybe learning or whatever. But I mean, like, to somebody that's never done it, it can be difficult just figuring out how to put this on the stick here. And so my recommendation is, if you're in Windows, download a program called Rufus, and Rufus will automatically detect this when you plug it in the computer. Go to the Linux Distro Watch, or just type in Ubuntu or Linux Mint, and they have their own web pages. And you can download the ISO image. It'll be like probably 3 or 4 gigabytes. It's not small. You'll download that, open Rufus, and follow the instructions and write it as an ISO image to this, and you'll be good. And if you really are watching this video and you're just like, I'm trying to figure this out, post a comment down below. Myself or another person will be more than happy to steer you in the right direction. Thanks for watching, guys.